Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year's. So today I'm coming at you guys with a new video, and it is one that I have done about 2 years ago, but I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently this year, and that is going to be my 2015 year in review tag. I cannot believe how quickly time flies. Like 2015, it literally feels like it was just New Year's for 2015, and now it's New Year's for 2016. It's crazy to me. So basically, when I did this tag a few years ago, or a couple years ago, it was a series of questions that I went and answered, and I'm going to be keeping in a couple of those questions, but for the most part I wanted to do it kind of like a timeline of my year, like some of the most exciting things that happened throughout my year, and just like kind of like events that really stuck out to me in this year. But I will also be putting a couple questions in from that tag. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and for those of you who stuck around with me for the 2015 year, I want to thank you guys so much. Nothing that I'm doing right now could be possible without any of you guys. I love you so very much, and I know so many YouTubers say this, and I know so many YouTubers just go all out with this, but we really do mean it when we say thank you and we love you guys, because it really does mean a lot to us. It really truly does. So basically I'm just going to be starting all the way back from January and making my way up to now, which is the end of the year, which is New Year's Eve, which is when you guys are seeing this video. So the very first thing that happened to kick off 2015 is that in January, or for New Year's 2015, I was actually spending it in Florida with my boyfriend and his family. And that was really exciting because I've never been to Florida before, and I've always wanted to go, and I had a lot of fun, even though it wasn't the best trip ever, because me and Chance were like deathly ill during that trip. Like he had like the flu or something, and then like the last couple of days I caught the flu. So I mean, it wasn't the best trip we could have had, but I was just super thankful to be able to get to go to Florida and, you know, see Florida and, you know, put my feet in the ocean for the first time. That was a huge deal. And like, you know, seeing the palm trees, that was like my all-time favorite thing in the world now, is palm trees. I just think they're so freaking beautiful, and I'm just so happy I got to go to Florida. So that was one of the first big things that happened in 2015 for me. Moving on to the next thing is I had pink and purple hair. That's another really big thing that stuck out to me for 2015, is because I've always wanted to do something crazy like that, and I've always liked watching videos or seeing girls with have like crazy hair colors. So, you know, while I was in the process of growing out my blonde hair, I figured I might as well have fun with crazy colors while I can. So that was another really cool fun thing that happened with me, is I got to have pink and purple hair. If you guys are interested in seeing that, I have tons of old videos on my channel with my pink and purple hair. It was so much fun, and I miss it a lot. If I had to pick a favorite, I would probably say the pink was probably my favorite, but I also really enjoyed the purple. But yeah, it was a lot of fun having crazy hair. The next thing that sticks out to me from 2015 is I made it one whole year smoke-free without smoking any cigarettes. That is a huge accomplishment, and something that is extremely hard to do, but luckily I got it to 1 year. I am still struggling with smoking. You know, it is something that I will probably always struggle with, but the fact that I could do one whole year without any, you know, any slip-ups at all, it's amazing. Like, I'm super happy about that. Moving on to the next big change that happened in 2015 is I finally got rid of my bleach blonde hair. If you guys always watch my channel, if you guys watched my YouTube channel from the very beginning, I had very bleach blonde white platinum hair. That was like my goal for years. Like ever since I was like a young teen, I've always wanted to have platinum blonde hair. So when I eventually got to that point, I loved it. So if you guys followed me from my very start of my YouTube journey, I had very white, very platinum blonde hair, and the sun is going crazy, so I'm sorry about that. But I loved my blonde hair when I had it. Glad it's gone, because I'm not really too big of a fan of it now, just because it was super damaging and it really didn't look very flattering on me, you know, looking back on it now. But I did make the plunge, and I finally got rid of my platinum blonde hair, which was kind of shocking to a lot of you, because, you know, people, when they see their YouTubers that they watch make a big change, they don't really know how to accept it. So a lot of you weren't very happy with me, but sorry, but it had to go. And I finally took the plunge and got my dream hair, which is long and black. The next thing I'm going to be talking about for this video is something that is probably the biggest and the most frightening that happened to me in 2015, and that was back in, I believe it was April, May, and I had a cancer scare. Basically what had happened is back in like February of 2015, I felt a couple lumps in my left breast off to the side, and that really kind of freaked me out because I've never felt anything like that. Chance was also able to feel them too, and you know, just something wasn't right about that. So for my yearly woman exam, my wellness exam or whatever, when they gave me the breast exam, they found the lumps as well, and I was basically sent to like a specialist to get it like checked out and things like that, and we weren't sure what it was. So basically I had to go and get a ultrasound done on my breast, and then they couldn't figure out what it was from there, so I had to go and get a biopsy done, which is basically where they stick a needle into your boob and grab tissue from the bumps or tumors or whatever you want to call them, and they send it off to a lab to determine whether or not it's cancer or not. Luckily it was not cancer, thank the Lord, but it was something that I never thought I would have to go through. It was something that was very scary for me. It was just a huge eye-opener. Like, just something like that happening to me is just really, really scary. So my cancer scare was probably the biggest and most scariest thing that ever happened to me. But in a way, I'm thankful for it because I feel like that situation made me like able to handle other situations in life, you know what I mean? Because I was so scared and so stressed out, I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I don't know, I just feel like it made me a lot stronger. Basically what I have is fibroadenomas. Sorry, I don't know if that's the correct term, but basically it's just benign tumors. You know, they can be caused by anything, you know, too much caffeine. Sometimes they just appear for no reason. And I do have 2 of them in my left breast, which basically they're just going to be hanging out there unless I decide to get them removed. But the good thing is they can't ever turn into cancer, but I just have to be very, very careful. But yeah, that's basically what has been going on with that. I did vlog my whole journey with, you know, getting the ultrasound, the doctor's appointments, things like that. All of those will be on my channel if you are interested in learning more about them. Another thing that was also kind of tough on me is I moved out of my very first apartment. If you guys remember back in 2013, which is basically when I really started to take YouTube seriously, I moved into an apartment with my boyfriend Chance. If you guys don't know, I moved into my very, very, very first apartment with him, and I was really, really excited about it. I loved that apartment. It was my, you know, it was my first one, so I like have an attachment to it. And you know, we lived there for 2 years. We were able to keep it for 2 years, thank goodness. But it came a time when we had to, you know, move. Like, they just money situation, they wanted way too much money, and the neighborhood was getting worse and worse with gangs and all that bullshit, so it just came time to move out of that area, and it was really, really hard on me. You know, it was my very first apartment, so I have that like emotional attachment to it. Moving out was very, very difficult for me, and on top of moving out, I was dealing with the whole breast tumor thing, so it was just a really rough time for me, and moving out was very, very difficult because I loved my first apartment. Another thing that stuck out to me in 2015 that I wanted to mention is I went to my very first 3-day rock concert. If you guys watched that vlog when I went to Carnival of Chaos, that was my first time ever doing anything like that. My first time ever sleeping in a tent for 3 days. Well, we only went for 2 days, but it was like a 3-day thing. Anyway, I had so much fun, like I had a blast, and I cannot wait to go next year. And that's just one thing that really stuck out to me for 2015 because I just had so much fun. The atmosphere was just so carefree, the music was awesome, you know, the drinks were fantastic, you know, it was summertime, it was hot out, granted I hated that part, but I don't know, it was just a lot of fun, and I just really wanted to mention that because I loved that part of this year. Another really exciting thing that happened with me in 2015 is I got my very first job ever. If you guys watched me on my YouTube channel for a long time, you know that I never had a job before, and I always struggled trying to find a job due to lack of experience, tattoos and piercings, blah, blah, blah. Well, luckily, May of this year, I got my very, very first job. I feel like everything happened in like April, May, like my breast thing, moving, and a job, like, I don't know, very weird. And that is working in a coffee shop as a barista, and I absolutely love my job. I've been there for 7 months now. I have already been promoted once, and I just am very, very happy at my job. I love it very much. So yeah, that's a very, very exciting thing because I never thought I was going to be able to get one. It was just such a struggle for me, so I'm so thankful for my job, and I love it so much. And another thing that's kind of recent for this year is November of 2015, I got a new apartment, which is where I am at right now. I moved to a whole new city, I have a whole new apartment, and it's just kind of like a fresh start to me, just to kind of like start over and just, I don't know, I'm just really, really happy with it. I love my apartment and I can't wait to see what 2016 holds for it. Like, I'm just really happy. So I love my new apartment. And probably the most exciting thing to happen to me in 2015 is August of this year, I surpassed 100,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, which is just freaking mind-blowing. Just mind-blowing. I can't even believe it. Like, I remember when I first started YouTube, I did it just for the hell of it. And then when I started getting piercings, I started uploading my piercing videos. And then, you know, I kind of got really excited about it and started doing other videos, and now I have like almost 120,000 subscribers, which is just absolutely crazy that that many people watch me on here. It's crazy, but I love it and I'm so thankful for my YouTube channel. YouTube is such a big part of my life. I'm so glad I'm able to be part of it, and I seriously don't know what my life would be without YouTube, honestly. I would just feel lost without it. Like, I feel like YouTube kind of helped me get on my way, you know what I mean? And here comes the sun, here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Yeah, I just feel like YouTube really helped me kind of get on the path where I need to go. And I don't know, I just feel super, super happy. So reaching over 100,000 subscribers this year, absolutely crazy. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be going on the tag and answering just a couple questions from there, just to kind of summarize everything and kind of wrap everything up for this video. The one question on here is, what has been your biggest beauty or fashion change this year? Beauty change is probably, let's see. Wow. Probably my hair, because a lot of people probably didn't expect I would do this to my hair, but I've always wanted to do this to my hair. I think I have like a bucket list tag on my channel from like a few years ago talking about how I've always wanted long black hair. So yeah, probably my hair has been the biggest change. The next one is, what have been your favorite videos to make or watch? As always, every year I love doing my Halloween videos. Every time the Halloween season comes around, I get super excited to film those because they're some of my all-time favorites to film and watch as well. And probably, I really like tag videos. I like favorites videos depending on who uploads them. And, gosh, I don't know. I'm not very picky. I love vlogs. I've been getting into vlogs too. Like, some of my favorite people to watch vlog are like Chowbella and Nicole, oh my god, I'm gonna butcher her name, Nicole Guerrero? Oh my god, that's awful. Yeah, I've been really getting into their vlogs, and I have also been really getting into vlogging as well, because I never used to vlog, and now I do it pretty often on my channel, so I think that's pretty cool, and I've been really enjoying watching those and making my vlogs as well. And another thing is, you guys really enjoy my vlogs. Like, I notice my views for my vlogs are completely outstanding to any other video I upload, which is crazy because I never thought so many people would be interested in my life. The other question I'm going to answer is, what has been your most expensive or prized purchase this year? I think probably my couch for my apartment, because that was like my first like big adult purchase, and it was like a really nice like 100% leather couch. So probably my couch, I'm gonna have to say that. And then the very last question that I have for this video is, what have you been most thankful for this year? And that's, you know, obviously YouTube, I'm extremely thankful for. You guys, I'm extremely thankful for. Like, this apartment, this camera, this channel, everything that has to do with my life, like I said, could not be possible without any of you guys, and I truly do mean it when I say things like that. I'm not just talking out my ass, I really do mean it. I'm extremely thankful for my job. I don't know where I would be without my job. I've met so many amazing people, and me and my coworkers, I love them all so much. Like, I'm just incredibly blessed and thankful. And probably my dogs. My dogs mean the world to me, and I don't know what I would do without them. They're like my little babies. I love my puppies so much. So those are like the three big things that I'm super thankful for. Okay everyone, so that is everything that I have for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had so much fun making it, and I think I'm gonna do this every year because it's a really great way to kind of look back on your year and reflect on just the things that happened, because so many people tend to look at the negative things that happened when really you should really make a list like this. Like, I really encourage you just to write down the things that happened that were big, exciting in your life. Like, it's just a really big eye-opener, and I loved 2015. It was one of the best years of my life. I would replay 2015 all over again if I could. I just really liked this year. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you all have a very awesome New Year's, and I hope you all had a great Christmas. I love you all very, very much, and I will see you very soon in my next video. I love you guys. Bye!